What up, tubers? Welcome back to another draft here on Arena. Some more early access Bloomburrow. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your Magic card needs. Apparently, Relentless Rats is a special guest card in this format. So, kind of nice to see an unplayable special guest, but I guess, sure, whatever. Anyways, what did we open? Castrol, the Wind Crested. 5 mana, 4/5 flying, lots of bird text. Whenever one or more birds you control deal combat damage to a player, choose one. You can put a bird from your hand or graveyard onto the battlefield with a finality counter. Pump up all the birds you control or draw a card. Very nice. We'll be first picking that. Let's go over the other good cards in this pack. There is a Hivespine Wolverine. Note that this only fights creature tokens. A lot of people today in my chat when we were playing tried to tell me to fight something that wasn't a token. 1/2 fly or 1/2 Offspring Valiant card. I don't have much time. We're just gonna take the flyer. We're getting past a Wick. This one's really cool too. This is a snail-making rat. If you're in Grixis, you get to do some really cool things with those snails as well. There is not a good blue-white card in this pack. In fact, I mean, I guess the Carrot Cake's actually probably fine. There's a lot of good sacrifice synergy, food synergy, so I bet you the cake is good in that deck, but sadly nothing to follow up the Castrol. I've been saying it, but I think for these early access drafts, and especially early on in the format, I kind of want to just latch on to like the first good rare that I can get and kind of force it, because I think that's going to often lead into a better deck. Feed the Cycle's fantastic. Either forage or make it cost 3 to destroy a creature or planeswalker. Clifftop Lookout, the Frog, Ramper. There's also a 2-mana Ramper here in the tree, 3-tree Root Weaver. I'll take the removal spell, I guess. I guess I'll take the Wick. I mean, I don't think Wick is crazy, but it's good value. Builder's Talent. It makes an 0/4. No, so this is not a very good one, right? Whenever one or more non-creature, non-land permanents you control enter, but a 1/1 can now. Sugarcoat is a flash removal spell that turns something into a food. Let's see, this is a Rat Matters cards. 2 mana, 3/1, gets +1/+0 for each other rat you control, and then Threshold. When you attack with a rat, you can pay 3 and have this enter tapped and attacking. This is the really cool black-white life gain / life loss uncommon card. 3/5 Flying Vigilance with a pretty solid ability. Could take that and try to go that route instead. I mean, we could try to go Rats too by taking the Marsh Stalker and playing with the Wick, but I guess I'll take the Mentor here. Consumed by Greed, great removal spell. Target opponent sacks a creature with the greatest power among creatures they control, and then if you gift them a card, you can return a creature from your graveyard to your hand. Let's see. What does this one do? Whenever you put one or more 1/1 counters on a creature you control, put a supply counter on this. Remove a supply counter from stocking the pantry, draw a card. Oh, that's kind of neat. I mean, we can just try to go like black-white splashing Castrol. The nice thing about this is that there are actually a lot of black-white flyers because black-white is the bat creature colors. And the bats care about losing life or gaining life, although I think we're probably just supposed to take the Saver here. 2 mana, instant speed, -2/-2 on a creature, and then you make a food is good. Yeah, maybe black-white splashing Castrol looking nice. 2 mana, when it enters, each opponent discards 2 cards unless they discard a non-land. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, if that player has 1 or fewer cards in hand, they lose 2. Beginning of your draw step, draw an extra card for each opponent who has 1 or fewer cards in hand. There's a Polywallop here, which is nice for the Frog deck. I mean, this is a life gain synergy card. So is the Share Pot. I don't know if those are that good, though. I think I'll try taking the talent. I don't know. The second and third level aren't really that impressive. This might not be that good. Is 2 mana for that first ability good enough? It's probably close, I guess. 3 mana, 3/2 flash with Valiant. So Valiant is intended for the red-white deck. You can tap a creature when this is becoming this target of a spell or ability. That's really good with the, like this card right here, the repetitive targeted effects. That's pretty good. I guess for us, we're supposed to take this Glaive Dive Duo. 5 mana 3/3 ETB Drain 2 is like fine. I want to get some lower cost cards though. We already have a bunch of 5s. Crumb and Get It. That's a nice one for the red-white deck. Let's take the Mind Rot here. Yeah, Wick in our deck is not really going to do much, huh? The Relentless Rats came back, of course. I am kind of a big fan of the Fountain Port Bell if you're going to be playing multicolor. It's a 1 mana artifact here. ETB, you can search your library for a basic land and put it on top. And then you can pay 1 to sacrifice the bell and draw a card. So you can oftentimes draw the land you're looking for immediately. Or if it's later in the game, you just don't search for a land, you know? That is a very late 3-tree Root Weaver. 2 mana dork that ramps and adds of any color is pretty good, but I mean, I guess right now we're truthfully only playing black. 1/1 counter on target creature you control without flying. Let's take the Grotto for fixing there. Yeah, I mean, I'll lean towards black-white bats. Splashing for Castrol, but I guess we are still pretty open. So far, I have not noticed, rather, a bunch of artifacts and enchantments in the format that you want to be blowing up. Like, sure, people are going to have food and whatnot, but so far, main deck enchantment or artifact removal doesn't look good enough. All right, Balin the Haymaker for our Pack 2 open. This is intended, for the green-white token theme deck, so we're not even going to look at that. What is Stargaze? Black, X. Look at twice X cards from the top of your library. Put X cards from among them in your hand, and the rest into your graveyard. You lose X life. That's actually pretty good, but I think we probably want to take the Wix Patrol here. It's a 6 mana Flame Tongue Kavu, in essence. 6 mana 5/3, mill 3 cards when it ETBs. When you do, target creature and opponent control gets -X until end of turn, where X is the greatest mana value among cards in your graveyard. Doesn't have to be among the milled cards, just cards in your graveyard. Very nice black card pack. We're going to take Feed the Cycle. Swarm is pretty good. 6/6 mana Death Touch. That costs less for each creature in your graveyard and exile. And then 5 mana Exile effect here, plus another Bell. This is bad, I believe. Yeah, it's a constructed card. What does this one do? Whenever this attacks while you control a token, it gets +2/+0. So it's like a 1 mana 3/2 sometimes. Probably just going to take the Sonar Strike here for the life gain synergies. Are we life gain? I don't know. Blue-black would be the Threshold archetype. I don't think we've seen too many good blue-black cards. We could be blue-black splashing white instead. Yeah, let's go for the black-white. Vanishing Light here, kind of nice. Although maybe I don't need more removal. Because we could just take the Wax Wayne Witness. 2/4 Flying Vigilance for 4. With that life gain / life loss ability. It's my creature count right now. It's another flyer, too, for Castrol. I suppose the removal spell is probably safer. Surveil 2, then draw 2, you lose 2. Okay, that's good. Man, this red card is so nice. Target creature you control gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Then it deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. Just an instant speed red punch. This is the blue-red card, really good in the blue-red deck. 2/2 flash for 3. You may cast non-creature spells as though they had flash. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, birds, frogs, otters, and rats you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Untap them. That card can kind of pop off. Don't really want to play any of these. Maybe the Tide if I end up splashing a bunch of blue. 1/1 Menace, that pumps is not good enough. This is only good if you have more rabbits in your deck, of which we have 0. 2/2 for 2, that pumps your team, I guess is like a fine filler card. This one. Whenever one or more tokens you control enter draw card, this ability triggers only once each turn. When this becomes level 2, you can make a token that's a copy of a target token you control. And then this pumps token creatures. That's really cool for the token deck. I guess I just take this pump spell. This is not a great deck, I'm going to say that right now. We don't have a lot of the synergies that I would be looking for. We do have a lot of good removal, I guess. Might have been better if I just went straight forward blue-white flyers. Kind of got hooked by the wick, but then again, we did get a lot of good black removal. I mean, maybe Stargaze is good. Maybe it's worth trying out. Hey, and the Witness came back. That was very nice. Okay. We still have a third pack to go as well, so it's not like this is bad. This card's been really cool. 2 mana 2/2 that adds 1 mana of any color and it pumps itself. Also, it's got Offspring for 2. So for 4 mana, you get a 2/2 and a 1/1 of the same creature, and they all have the same abilities. This is a really good green card. For us, I guess we're just taking another Feed the Cycle. The Bandit's talents do get better in multiples. But yeah, we'll just take the removal spell. What? Just 2 mana kill a creature? Okay. This card's really good. 4 mana instant, return 2 creatures from your graveyard to your hand. Each opponent loses 2 and you gain 2. Yeah, that card's fantastic. Destroy target creature. If the gift wasn't promised, you lose 2 life. That card's also... Man, how much good black removal is there? We have, like, too much removal in a sense. So I probably do want to play the Stargaze. Hey, another wick! That's funny. I wonder if these carrot cakes are actually good in this deck. They might be. They make a couple of 1/1s. They give us some value and they gain life. Because at the end of the day, Wick is whatever. Yeah, we have like no rat synergies and stuff. I think the cake might be better. Wick is just a 2/4 and a 1/1. But the cake is life gain and card selection with random jumpers. Whenever this or another creature you control with flying enters, put a 1/1 counter target creature without flying. Yeah, we would have had a pretty cool looking blue-white deck, I think. Not that we have a bad black-white deck. Again, our black removal is absurd. Kitnap. 4 mana, gift a card, enchant a creature. When this enters, tap enchanted creature. If the gift wasn't promised, put 3 stun counters on it. You can... Oh, this card's amazing. Very nice, very nice. The common 2-drop creature I guess you're looking for in this deck. I could use some more fixing. I don't think I've seen too many enchanted gardens or whatever. Oh, here's another one we were looking for. 3 mana, 2/3 flying, attack, gain a life. Yeah, it's good. I think I'm going to cut this talent. Just add another witness. Pay 1 life, draw a card, activate only 3 more cards left your graveyard this turn, or if you sacrificed a food. Another agent, or agate blade assassin rather. Actually, you know what? I want the 2-drop. We don't actually have that many 2-drop creatures. Filler. So with 1 island, I'll have 3 blue sources. Oh, there's another blue source, actually. And it's a changeling, so it helps trigger the wick in a pinch. Okay, yeah, we're kind of like a pseudo flyer / life gain deck, which I don't think is what you generally want to be doing in this format. You don't want to really mix and match the synergies, but this doesn't look bad. Mainly because our removal's so good. With enough removal, I mean, can't go wrong. Damn, last pick of Mentor, whatever that card is. All right, 1 island should be sufficient. Yeah, let's ship this and go fight win. Oh god, what did I do? I didn't pause the video. There's some downtime there. Well, we'll fix that later. Or at least I hoped I remember to fix this later. Alright, we're on the play. We've got a 2-drop. Some removal spells. This hand just wants to draw some lands, though. Like, I would not mind just drawing 3 lands in a row or something. Because if we don't draw a land next turn, I'm going to be very sad. Black, green. Oh, come on, land. Nice. Not the land we wanted, though. Because I can't actually kill their mana dork this turn. Let's just go ahead and mind rot right now while I have the mana up and available. Double land, okay. And a blue one included. Monolith is nice. That starts draining at the beginning of combat, and they can pay 2 and sack and draw 2. Sorcery speed. Can a homie get some lands, please? Swamp would be ideal. We drew our 1-of island. Let's just play out the flyer then. Because a 2/4 that makes a 1/1's not really doing too much right now anyways, right? Yeah. I guess island was better than a plains, but worse than a swamp there. Acre's Bane Duo. They get a food token, and then whenever they've expended 4, that gets pumped for a turn. Oh, speaking of, there's actually my way to... there's actually my way to activate the Wick. So now we would really like to draw any land next turn. Because if we do, we can activate the Wick and draw a couple of cards. Play the Mascot into being able to do it. I can also just play the Mascot and be able to activate or cast one of these other removal spells too, but we don't need to yet. Their creatures aren't really doing anything. You could probably kill the Mana Dork if you wanted after seeing an island, but I don't think that's a necessity. Pollywallop, kill my Wick. How rude. Carrot cake. I don't really want that 5th land. Both players not really doing anything. Let's see when they cast some big crazy card. Okay, 3/3 reach, that bounces a permanent. Gonna bounce their duo to get another food. Alright, they're gonna pop off the monolith now. Try to find some more action, it looks like. Great. I don't think I'm in a rush. Alright, let's see what they have. Overprotect. Target creature you control gets +3. Okay. And then we can... in response, or after that resolves, because we actually want that to turn into a 6/6. Now we want to consumed by greed, because it's far less likely they'll be able to pump one of their other creatures. They'll have to sacrifice the Sentinel. Waiting for them to play some big threat that I need to deal with. Crazy that this game is still 19-20. Alright, this is irrelevant here. 1-3 menace whenever it attacks. Each opponent loses X. Yeah, that's fine. They can't really attack. So attack for 5 here with a gain life trigger. 6/6 Vigilance, Reach, Trample, Flash. What the heck? I'm gonna forage so I can also play Wick. Card's kind of insane. Galewind Moose. Alright, again, with the mascot, I can actually sack a snail and draw some extra cards here. Lumra is also insane. I had this one earlier. It's a star Vigilance Reach. Power and toughness equal to the number of lands you control. When it enters, you mill 4, then return all lands entered this way tapped. Wow. Okay. Now, it doesn't have trample, but it does have reach. There we go. Feed the cycle easy. Lumra, Bellow of the Woods. That's a big bear. Destroy target creature. If the gift wasn't promised, you lose 2 life. Alright, so they gave me a food, which pumps my flyer for 1. They get to kill my mascot or my food, I guess. Are they dead on board now? 2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they're dead on board. We don't even need the duo. Easy. All right, another one bites the dust. Yeah, stacks geese. A dice. Oh, that was only round 1. LOL. On to the next. Okay, on to number 2. It's actually a pretty good control-y hand here. 2 removal spells plus 2 card draw effects is kind of nice. The Elder! You have to keep returning. So. You always have to return another creature if you have one. That would pump the Elder. You also can bounce the Elder itself. I don't think killing their Mana Dork would be terrible here, but I don't think I'm going to. Let's just draw some cards while they're not doing anything. Okay, I'll keep both of those. Camellia the Seed Miser. 3/3 minutes. Other squirrels you control have menace. Whenever you sack one or more foods, create a 1/1. Forage, put a 1/1 counter on each other's squirrel. So we probably want to kill that. They have a Stargaze too. Alright, so they're doing it for 3, which means they get to look at 6 and put 3 in their hand, and they lose 3 life. They bend 3 lands. Alright, actually, let's just play out our flyer. So 3/5 Flying Vigilance at the beginning of my end step. If I gained or lost any life this turn, target opponent loses 3 unless they sack a non-land permanent or discard a card. Hey, cool stocking pantry deck. Whenever you put one or more 1/1 counters on a creature you control, put a supply counter. So they're giving me a fish, they're making a 1/1 counter, they're punching. Nice. Let's go Mascot into Whirl, because this is a changeling, so I'll get to Surveil too. Playing out the changeling also means I can cast my big flyer next turn. Okay. So this cannot be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. This draws a card when you remove a single counter from it. So that's become a 3-mana draw card currently. Grotto is a Surveil land, sure. It's a second Grotto, so they probably have a splash. Oh, we knew that because they had an island, right? Oh, this card also needs to die. 2/2 that can cast creatures from your graveyard if you forage. Saber was a great draw versus that. Just need to kill that now before they get to untap. Creatures. The chosen type get +1/+1. Rat Soldier, Raccoon Warrior, Mole Druid. So thankfully, they do not have any overlapping types right now. They might even choose their Mole. Or I guess Druid. If they choose the raccoon or warrior, they would put me on a 2-turn clock, potentially. Oh, they chose squirrel. I guess that makes sense. They don't have any squirrels right now, though. Let's get our Castrol out. If they brick this turn, we are going to be very far ahead. It's a squirrel, and they forge and put a 1/1 counter on it. That's not too bad. This is a bat cleric and not a bird, sadly. Oh, right! They get counters on their stocking the pantry with the cultivator, too. That is really bad. Wow, that cultivator was actually an insane draw step for them. Shoot. That's really unfortunate. Yikes. It's gonna make a 5/4. Wow, they ripped hot fire. What the heck? They drew nutty there. I don't have any birds, right? That's a bat warlock. These are not, none of these are birds. Alright, well, we're kind of dead now. Yeah, they've got a cool deck. The food +1/+1 weird synergy deck. Grave dig for the Camellia, giving their squirrels menace. Jeez. Also, 2-mana forage. Whenever you sacrifice one or more foods, you make a squirrel. Oh, lordy. They are popping off. So this has trample, and these have menace. Kind of brutal. How can I win this? Actually, you know what? I probably need to... Yeah, I guess I don't have any options. Alright, take 11. The good news is I can bring the mascot back with my Castrol's ability, but bringing back a 2/1's not really doing much. Menace, Menace, Trample. I think that kills us. Is there any card I can draw? Not that I'm aware of, but we can go look. Oh, that would have been good. Actually, getting rid of Camellia is a small start. I'm not dead on board anymore. Lose to anything, but not dead on board. destroy an enchantment. Alright, I mean, that's good enough. We were dead. Any modes there. Yeah, we looked good for a second, and then they drew a card. They drew, at the time, a what, 4/5 that drew a card that got back another creature. If they bricked one draw step, I think we win that very. Not even I think. If they brick one draw step, we win that very easy because I just applied too much pressure before they can beat me down. Good beats. This is slow, but I'm on the draw. Rather, this is slow and needs a land, but I'm on the draw, which makes drawing the land more likely. So, I'll risk it for the biscuit. Okay, come on, land, please. 2/2 that can give haste to something else. We drew a removal spell, thankfully. At least that helps a little bit. But if I don't draw a land next turn, we're going to have a problem. Thank God. Alright. Yeah, let's get our 2/3 flyer. That gains a life when it attacks online. Wish this was the Mind Rot. Polywallop, deal 4 to my flyer, okay? Alright, well, let's look for a land. Oh, and they bricked on doing anything, so that's real good for us, of course. 2/4 flying online. We're gonna get walloped again? More wallops. Okay. 5/5 reach, trample, haste. I need to draw a swamp here. Oh, no swamp here is gonna kill us. This is brutal. Not being able to double spell is gross. I just need, like, one turn. Okay. Guess I'll just play out the 3/3 flyer that gains a little bit of life. It's not a bad thing if they just have a bunch of removal in their hand. I think it's probably better for us than them having a bunch of creatures, right? Yeah. Okay, let's get 2 1/3s online that drain for 1 when I attack. That's fine for now. Hold. This is a 3/4 that becomes a 4/4 first strike with a scry 1 when they target it. 4/5 trample that whenever they expend 4 gets +2/+1. That's an excellent draw here. So this is going to turn into a 6/6 trample if they spend 4 mana of spells. Stargazing for what? 2? Going down to 3? Guess I need that. Let's get the last card out of their hand. I don't think I want to attack and drain. I don't know how many burn effects are in this format, but... Oh no, they're looking at their graveyard. Did they draw, like, the double regrowth? They get to get back their 5/5 trample haste? Please no. Again, for some reason there's a bug right now where you can't click on your opponent's graveyard if they have priority and you don't. Oh, 3/2 gets back a permanent. Okay. Well, good thing we made them discard that one card. Because if we hadn't, they would have been able to play that the 5/5 haste this turn. Alright, there it is. So let's see here. Oh, right. I exiled so they get a trigger of the scribe. That's funny. What is this? What they 5/5 trample with X. Exile the top X cards of your library until the end of your next turn. You may play those cards. Are you kidding? Hugs. Oh my god, they ripped insane. What the hell just happened? Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. Oh my god. Okay, well that was a good draw. I can't play out my flyer. Can I? Do I need to play out my flyer? What's their plan? I guess they were just gonna go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We would be able to savor. So if I play Castrol, they play Savor. Or I play Castrol, they go Talent, try to punch. I would shrink it. I don't have any birds in my graveyard again. Jesus, what a draw. Grizzly Guardian. None of these... Oh wait, this has reach too. I don't think I can kill a 5/5 Trampler. I think I do need to make this play, as weird as it is. Castrol pass. Savor the hugs when they go for the punch. Oh, we were once again so close to stabilizing. It's sick. I mean, we're not dead yet, but they're going to have 2 big reach creatures, right? They're going to have the Keen-Eyed Curator, which turns into a 7/7 trample. Oh, no, this doesn't have reach. Never mind. It just, well, turning into a 7/7 trample is not problematic, right? Okay. So no boar this turn. We go Savor. Keep our bird alive. They play out their Keen-Eyed. Yeah, okay. Well, this is fine, he says as he cries and dies. So the level up is whenever you attack, target attacking creature gets +1/+0 and gains trample. At the beginning of your end step, if you control creature power 4 or draw a card. So we're gonna have a 5/5 haste. I think I have to attack though and draw a card, right? No! We're dead. They have way too much trample damage now. I'm at 6 life because I have a food token, but... that hugs. 5/5 trample, draw 3 cards. I mean, pretty brutal here. Yeah, they just have way too much trample damage. 5, 10, 13, 17 trample. 18 trample. No, they can give all of their creatures trample. 5, 10, 14, 17, 21 trample damage. Yeah, no chance. Five, 10, 13, 17, 21, 3, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13. Well, once again, I think we got a little bit unlucky. We were just 1 turn away from fully stabilizing, and the opponent hit something crazy. Both times, both losses so far. We were 1 turn away from stabilizing, and then they drew a card that effectively drew like 3 cards. Ugh. Good beats. No, not like this. I guess this is okay to keep. Play against Ham. Ham always drafts white aggro decks. It's probably white-red Boros beats. Whenever this becomes the target of a spell or ability you control, mice you control get +1. Yep, I knew it. He always is. Whoa, get out of my game. Okay, that's 4 cards in my graveyard, so we can feed the cycle for 2 mana. Oh, geez, that's not great. That doesn't do anything, right? It's the same amount of damage. Alright, make a rabbit. Holding up Feed the Cycle and Sack of the Cake for another rabbit. This is going to make a 3/2 pump and a 1/1 pump. Alright. Ham, why are you getting this draw, bud? That ain't fair. I mean, the haste creature is extremely problematic too, but there's not much I can do about that. Okay. That's fine. This goes back to a 1-1, so I think we just trade with a 3-2. Might of the Meek. Creature gets +1/+0, draw a card, trample, banishing light, hit me for 6. This one do. Target lizard, mouse, or otter. Gains +1/+0 and haste. Oh, that's a problem. Oh, I guess the Rallier already gave haste anyways. How many of those things you got? So he has 3 mice now. Am I dead? No, not quite, but it's damn well close. Oh, wait, no, this doesn't have... Wait, no, he pumps up the one that's not targeted. Okay, that's fine. I see. Can I win if I trade? Probably not. Can I win if I don't trade? Probably not. Alright, good beats. Yeah, my mistake might have been not killing the Rallier. Oh, that's insane too. Lizard, mouse, otter, raccoons all deal 1 extra point of damage. Wait, not rabbits, so I'm not dead here. Technically not dead if he has nothing. Oh wait, I am dead. The village can target the mouse and kill me. Oh, so can that. Oh, Mr. Ham. I knew what you were going to be playing because you always force it, and he crushed us into the ground. Our draw was pretty anemic though, so... Yeah, I don't know. I think this deck was okay, but every single loss felt kind of, a little bit unlucky, almost. I mean, maybe that last game there was nothing I could have done, but no, I guess in all the games, not necessarily anything I could have done about the draws, but we were just like 1 turn away on 2 of the losses, so. Good beats. I think this deck was solid. We had a bunch of removal. We just kind of floundered a bit, so. That's it for this vid. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back next time for some more. Bye-bye.